Welcome to Movie Night, a series where I've put together a movie marathon for the evening and you're all invited. Not a marathon from a particular franchise, however, an ensemble of films with a running theme. Have you ever heard of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy? It's like that. None of the movies are actually sequels to each other, but rather an assortment of films with a running theme. And tonight's marathon is the Escape the Doomed Lab trilogy. And so the films featured tonight will be Deep Blue Sea from 1999, Hollow Man from 2000, and Alien Resurrection from 1997. The theme is people trapped in a laboratory, being attacked by a failed experiment, and they gotta escape before something worse happens. Alrighty, get your snacks, beers, rip a massive if that's your preference, and get ready to hear my housemate say yeah 5,000 times.
Yep, yeah.
Right.
It's pretty good for like not ripping off Jaws.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Man, I still remember the exact day I saw this movie.
So do I.
I think I'd just seen the trailer for it, like as it came out, and I said to Mum she was like, I'm going to the shops to video store, you want anything? I was like, can you rent that new movie Deep Blue Sea? She's like, okay. And since it was M, I was allowed to watch it. Man, I just remember having my mind blown by how much shark activity is in it.
Yeah.
Because by that point, as far as I knew, all I had was the first 4 Jaws movies. Which, like, you know, after the first one, it just gets worse and worse. Until you get to the 4th one where it's just too much of one animatronic.
So I went to see this by myself. It was the first movie I ever saw by myself.
Oh, wow.
And I went to see this while my parents and my sisters went and saw something else. As I said, I can't remember what the other film was, but like, yeah, I remember this because it's very distinct. Yeah, that's one hell of an animatronic, hey?
So, like, this movie's dumb, but me dead, can I not even categorize it as guilty pleasure? Because there's too much great filmmaking in it.
Yeah.
The CGI sucks because they haven't actually like figured it out yet. But these animatronics are so great.
Yeah.
And probably the best we will ever see in on screen.
Well, yeah, because they'll do it all by CGI now.
Yeah, because the CGI in this for like them swimming really fast and attacking.
Yeah.
But just what they show of the animatronics they build is incredible. Because they can swim on their own. They're programmed through computers.
Yeah.
They're not on wires or strings, which is like, how are we not doing that every single shark movie? If you can build a realistic shark that swims on its own, why are we just not doing that every movie?
Well, that's what I mean. This is the best shark movie besides Jaws. The first one, in my opinion.
And you know what? If Free Willy was about a shark, that would be the best shark film of all time. Because the animatronic killer whale, and that's amazing.
Because that's a practical thing.
That's a real robot right there.
That's sick.
It's even more cool that's a robot. I just cannot get over the fact that they built these things that can swim on their own. No cable. No wire work. No crane. Yeah, so that's where
Yeah, that's the only thing that's
where they can't blend it.
Hey, look, that didn't look terrible.
It doesn't look terrible, but they do not match.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why it's kind of jarring.
Yeah.
The other thing I love about this movie is they didn't just go, alright, let's do great whites. They're like, no, let's pick another shark and just make it big.
Yeah.
So all the threats are Mako sharks. Oh, so apparently that's the exact license plate from Jaws.
Oh, really?
Because it was that back then was what they call a homage.
Yeah.
Now they just rip off the imagery directly. Yeah, see that I love how the robot sharks are swimming around in the background. Wouldn't you love to work on a film like this, where you're on this ludicrously built facility set, like something you've never seen before?
Oh, this is a great setup as well.
Yeah, it's like later she's like, oh no, the shark's right behind me. It turns out it's your stupid model. I like how Samuel Jackson always plays the cool guy in movies, and here they're trying to make him seem like the square.
But he's still the cool guy?
Yeah. I always hated the fact that this never got a proper sequel.
Yeah, because it got that shitty one a few years back that has nothing to do with it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, but apparently it's a hit, and they made a 3rd one. So that's another great subversion of expectation of this movie. I think these 2 are the ones that'll be left, and they'll bang. But she dies, and he gets to have LL Cool J. Bros before evil scientist hose. Actually, I wish a sequel was made, but not of sharks. It's like LL Cool J and Thomas Jane have to fight some other oversized predator. It's like do Crocodile next. Yeah, these are epic sets.
Yeah. As I said, it is a good chance this is the same hallway. They just repeat it multiple times. And then...
But you see why I wanted to pick these 3 specific movies?
Yeah, because they have actual, like...
Well, all their corridors and look the same.
Yeah.
Hollow Man, Deep Blue Sea, Alien Resurrection. It's all...
They're all labs.
Yeah.
Because this is a lab. Alien Resurrection's a lab. Just a lab in space. And what's his name is a lab underground. Oh my god, this is under the water. The other one's underground. This is in space.
No, the other one's under space.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This movie was just fun back then, but now it's considered dumb and stupid. But what's the version of this today? It's either Sharknado or the Meg. Pick one.
Yeah.
And how good are either of those compared to this?
Horrendous.
Nothing. Like the fact that what we're about to... This right here, what we're about to see. This is a gigantic puppet they built. Nowadays, you'd see none of this because the CGI was too expensive. Where here, it's like you could make the whole movie just set in this one scene. And it looks real too.
Yeah.
Always baffled in these big creature movies when they just go full CGI the entire time. Because animals like this are not as charismatic as human beings. So like them being animatronic doesn't even like blow the effect.
Yeah.
How the use of practical effects has just diminished so much. Because back then, this thing has to be one of the most expensive things to make.
Oh yeah.
But that's just how you did it back then. But now, if they do build an animatronic, it's like they don't even use most of it. And it'll probably just be there for a reference anyway. The only problem is we could have amazing animatronics these days if they just focused on them.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, okay, we'll just have them a gigantic blue thing with dots on it. We'll make the shark do whatever we want it to do later. Where today, you could build a shark that big that could swim on its own. And the shit you'd be able to capture in camera if you just put all your resources into figuring the thing out. That's where like the whole showdown of aliens, imagine that today. Well, you kind of have that with Avatar.
One big giant CGI fest.
Yeah, but back then it's like, well, no, we have to build a giant robot suit for Sigourney Weaver to ride. How do we do that? And they did it. Now that thing can jump around and do backflips and handstands because CGI can let you. Can't believe I just said that because now that's going to be in TikTok. No, that Fortnite game soon.
What?
The power loader suit breakdancing. Can you imagine how gross that would look? It'd make my childhood vomit. Alright, so another parallel between these three movies.
Yep.
They all have this scientific element they need to perfect.
Yep.
I think Alien Resurrection wins in terms of seriousness because they're trying to get the Ripley clone perfect to get the Queen out.
Yeah.
But they have that room of all the failed experiments.
Yep.
That is such a heartbreaking scene, and probably because that movie's stupid, that's probably its strongest part.
Yeah.
You get to this and they're like, oh, so we're going to cure Alzheimer's by making smart sharks, and then sharks' brains do something.
Yeah.
Then you literally get to Hollow Man, and it's like, oh, how do we figure out the formula to go invisible? And it's Kevin Bacon typing numbers in some stupid program that has a DNA-looking thing. He's like, God damn it, I can't figure it out. And then he just has an epiphany, and then types some more numbers and says, formula success, 100%. Yeah, once again, practical. They have to make the animatronic line up with with the stunt guy or whatever to bite at the right time. Dude, that looks so good. That's practical. That's practical. It's actually creating that distortion in the water. That just seems like the other problem with modern day shark movies is like you only see the shark when it's CGI, and that's just, you never see it until it bursts out and grabs someone. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Where this movie, like you can see them just swimming around because
like an actual shark.
It's a practical thing they're dragging around because all they have to do is hit record on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it's a 2000s movie. This joke wouldn't slide today. What if he's in the oven and the shark turns the oven on? He has to make his way out of it. So is it just turn the gas on, or is he also heating up?
No, it's just turn the gas on.
Here we go. Give your speech, Samuel Jackson.
Oh, yeah. The greatest speech that never happened.
See, this is this movie giving the middle finger to Quint's speech in Jaws.
Bye, Samuel Jackson.
He's getting eaten by a shark.
He's getting eaten by a shark.
I love how with this movie, not just the sharks are the threat, water is also the threat.
Yeah.
Like even Jaws, you didn't really get the threat of the boat sinking until the last minute when it just sinks.
Yeah.
We got to escape the 90s lab. We got to get away from the water. Hollow Man, that has water at the end. Xenomorph swimming, Alien Resurrection. Yeah, Hollow Man has an elevator shaft that's on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Great practical door. Shark.
Yeah.
Such a letdown. It also looks terrible. And that's a practical shark swimming, so that's great. See, right here, another practical thing. They have to rig up a shark head that is a harness, I guess. See, that's a cool death right there. Like, that's It's a Jaws moment.
Yeah.
Ben Gardner sticking out of the hole of his boat in Jaws. That's a great shot. As the fin rises up. Just through the desk. Into the mouth. See, that's the problem with shark movies like these days. Like, when it burst out and it grabbed the cable in its mouth and it's swinging around like way too fast for the size it is, that's just all shark movies now. Because once it cuts to that practical puppet with the thing in its mouth, that's when it's good. That looks practical.
Like I said, the use of practical. Oh, yeah, and that.
Yeah. See, that looks good.
That's amazing.
That also looks good. Because the thing is, like, even the way the animatronics lit is great.
Yeah.
Because that's how it all the light bounces through the water and then off of it. But like the CGI models, they just don't keep that consistent.
I know.
I don't know why they don't just let the shark loose in the ocean. It's too big to anything else. So it's not like you can reproduce and make more. See, that would have been an amazing sequel if they just let the big shark escape. Because right now they could totally do that and the movie would actually be fine.
Yeah.
But they wanted that Jaws moment.
Yeah, where it explodes.
Yeah. With the last minute thing to kill it.
They've been hurting us, pushing us where they want, using us to flood the facility.
No one would have made this movie probably 10% less dumb.
What?
Is if he didn't say that and said, oh, the whole facility is now sunken. It's just the steel now, not the titanium. And then the sharks wouldn't have a plan.
About the Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea, you said the name of the movie in the movie.
Looks like Ripley has become Alien Resurrection.
So I've killed two of these things. So it's just a big mama, right?
But it's not the mother, it's the child.
Yeah, it's the second gen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's incredibly unrealistic.
Yeah.
But hey, they did it in Rain of Fire. Shoot blow up, bang bang
True.
Arrows at monster. God, that's bad.
I know how to get her. How? Bait.
That was a great realistic moment. I know how to get her. How? With bait. What?
Yeah.
Huh? You can have this speak up because you're really far away.
Still one of my favorite jokes in Shazam.
And then she jumps in and just cuts to him going, what are you doing? Because he has no idea what she's doing. Dude, why would this shark give a the whole open ocean to eat? And it's like, oh, the scientist woman. Oh my god, it's actually sniffing. Man, this shark would be so full by now. It's just like, I can't eat any more human. It's like, they taste like shit. That looks fucking insane.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
Ugh.
That's a giant practical shark. Fuck.
Right there.
That looks amazing.
There's no way. It's not like the technology got worse. It's like no one's just trying anymore. My friend's alive. Yeah, just like Jaws, the shark must blow up. It's like we can't just stab it to death or something. My hat is like a shark's fin?
My head is like a shark's fin. He definitely wrote this for the movie, didn't he?
Yeah, and quickly, by the sounds of it. This is last minute songwriting. My head is
Michael
like a shark's
Rappaport.
fin. Oh, so you know what the L stands for in Samuel L. Jackson?
What?
LL Cool J.
Sam LL Cool J Jackson.
No,
so like
my head is like a shark's fin.
You know what the LL Cool J stands for? So his name is James. I think
So that's the J.
Yeah. And the LL stands for Ladies Love. Ladies Love Cool James.
I don't know how to disagree with it. I don't have the,
yeah, I know.
I don't have the counter evidence to shut down his facade of a name. Maybe it's just true for all I know.
All right. We done? Nothing else to talk about?
I don't know, man. My head is like a shark's fin.
All right, I think that might be it.
One thing I like about this movie, they didn't go Invisible Man. Where the new Invisible Man, obviously they have to call it that.
Yeah.
The Invisible Man, when it would probably just be called like Translucence. But it takes like all the conventions of that and like changes it and updates the gimmick. Where this is like, no, so it's the Invisible Man story.
Yeah.
But there's this whole, like, the fact that it's called Hollow Man, that is built into this movie's like iconography it invents.
Yeah.
The rubber mask with the eye holes and mouth.
Yeah.
So when he his eyes always open.
Oh, he's hollow inside.
He's hollow inside. Like, that's its gimmick. This is the Invisa program where he invents the invisibleness. He puts some dots around.
Yeah, he's making
and then it
structure.
does whatever the that does.
Shut up, Daniel. It's science.
He doesn't have to explain.
He's doing science.
He does not have to even explain what this program does.
No, I don't want to know.
Purely like shadow puppets for idiots.
Yeah, I don't want to know it.
Shut up, the 2000s is happening.
Yeah. Oh my god, the music.
Band that you've never heard of and never will again. And he's pretending like he likes the song.
This was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects.
Both of it did.
It lost it to Gladiator.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I love those little just trick shots just to quickly explain it. His hand's getting bit by nothing, but they whip it to the camera, the thermal cam. The ape's biting it. Oh, I love how it revealed a vein. That's why Paul Verhoeven's perfect for this because he thinks of that gross element that gets under your skin.
Yeah.
That's what Alien Resurrection fails at.
Imagine if Paul Verhoeven did an Alien movie.
Oh my god, get out of the goddamn town.
Difficult to find the actor because we needed somebody, as has been pointed out several times. I mean, somebody was a really good jawline, isn't it? Because this is what you see only this, isn't it?
What would that even be?
Paul Verhoeven working with HR Giga. I make the xenomorph very erotic. God, I love erotic. That's amazing. What a great pitch. It'd be like RoboCop meets Total Recall. He brings Schwarzenegger into his thing. We got to kill the xenomorph. Oh, that just doesn't even roll off the tongue well. We have to defeat the Queen Alien. Give me the minigun.
Clear! Clear!
There's also a catch-22 with this CGI.
What?
It looks very fake-ish, just because it's like reflective and shiny.
Yeah.
But that's what all of that part of your body would look like under that light if it was that exposed.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course it has to look fake because we've never seen an exposed heart with that much light on it. Rib cages, veins. You don't know what a vein looks like, not in like outside of the body.
We do, but it's usually just covered in blood.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, it's not really gore, like technically, like it is gore. But I love how it's like it's not actually. It's like they're just turning off a layer. That's a man in a suit. That's probably Tom Woodruff in a suit. I think it is actually. Tom Woodruff Jr., Isabel the gorilla.
Oh yeah.
They built a puppet of the gorilla that's half revisibility, and it looks gross. Yeah, Paul Verhoeven going with the sex. Elizabeth, I'd like to get your mouse as close to his penis as possible. It was very sexual, isn't it? Alright. All three movies are made by foreigners. Hollow Man definitely exploits sexuality because Paul Verhoeven is Paul Verhoeven. This movie, when she gets into the room, she's like, I'll stand on my wetsuit in a skimpy, sexy bikini.
Oh yeah.
Alien Resurrection is directed by a Frenchman, so I think there's like maybe one scene of some chick getting a foot massage, and she's like got this epic thong on. Although it's not really sleazy, where I think Hollow Man might be the sleaziest, just because
Oh, it definitely is. 100%.
But that's just like built into Kevin Bacon's character. The fun part in this making of where Kevin Bacon was doing an interview and he's just like, yeah, I was fully expecting like, it's Invisible Man, so once they put the formula in, I get to go on holiday and they film nothing. He's like, but little did I know, I had to be way more involved than I thought I would. And that was all the visual effects of everything he does while invisible. It's blue.
So the blue makes you invisible and red makes you uninvisible. Like, goes green. Oh, this makes no sense.
It goes orange. That needle's too big. Don't. Oh, wait, no, he sticks it in the drip. That's right. Oh, man. Oh, that's really good tracking.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it's really good for the time.
But this thing, what you're seeing is the fleshy part under the skin. But it's not... He's not melting. It's actually, like, just disappearing.
Yeah.
So you're just seeing the layers underneath. And that's why it looks... so weird. There's his penis.
That was someone's whole department.
Yeah.
We're working on bacon sausage. And see, this is the movie that has the biggest wow factor of CGI. Deeply Sea is probably the worst.
Yeah.
Alien Resurrection is a bit better.
But this is like...
This is the one that gets nominated and should have won.
Yeah.
To Gladiator?
Well, they did basically build the Colosseum. That was all digital.
Yeah, but they made Kevin Bacon disappear.
Yeah.
You can build a real Colosseum if you spend all your money's budget on it.
Yeah.
You can't make someone go invisible. This is such a great detail how he has no eyelids, so he
Yeah.
can't block out the sun or the light by closing his eyes. This is a funny thing. It's like cast an actress. Are you fine with taking your shirt off and being topless? Yeah. I'm fine with doing that in a movie. It's like, yeah. Well, you're gonna have to be topless for a long time to cooperate with the visual effects team for this one certain shot. That's gonna require hours and hours of on-set prep where you're just laying there with your shirt off, and then sweaty man on computers gonna be staring at your boob for like months on end as they do the visual effects on it. That is so like, because it's so creepy, which is the desired effect.
Yeah. It's so well done.
So when you drink coffee, wouldn't that still be inside him? Would you be able to see it, or would it be translucent?
I don't know.
Why would it not be visible? There's nothing to cover it. That being said, when he digests it, would it go invisible when it turns into pee? And would it be yellow?
Well, this is the thing, because the way I look at it is whatever they've done, they've shifted his body, and so all the liquid that's in it, and so anything he puts in him, yeah, I don't know, eh?
Because they don't show it. They don't show him eating. Wait, doesn't he eat Twinkies later?
Yeah.
Now, is this product placement, or is this just a good visual trick?
What do you mean?
Your eye goes straight to the Coke.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not like it's a stapler or some other kind of object.
Yeah.
It's something very specific that you know it would definitely has been moving. Like, nothing in the background could be mistaken for a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Prior to coming to America, he'd never made anything that was a like visual effects action movie.
Yeah.
With like CGI heavy. And like RoboCop was his first like introduction to that. And then every film after that, up until he starts doing his Showgirls and whatever, they're all like amazing visual effects action sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
And he's like really good at them.
What's happening?
Dude, that has to be an intense like visual effect puppet to build. You have to build everything. All the veins, all the muscles, all the tissues.
So how the did they
fancy.
do this?
Oh, so he's like completely painted blue.
Right.
And they just pour actual onto him.
Yeah.
Just erase the blue. And so when you... But then they still have to build a 3D inside
Yeah.
when you see through the holes.
Oh, of course.
This thing looks so cool.
Oh.
It's such an iconic look. Because the original was just like, what, the bandages and the goggles?
Yeah.
That's visual effects in a mirror.
Well, at least now you have a face you can talk to.
This is cool. Vomits nothing. So that's my question. Is like, if he eats something and you see it being digested in his stomach, does it go invisible once his fluids mix with it?
It must.
Because he can drink water, but like if it can't be pissed out yellow because his body makes it yellow.
Yeah.
So I reckon the liquid goes invisible once he digests it and it becomes
Yeah.
him. But then again, would food still look visible when it just becomes nutrients in like once it starts going to every part of his body?
But then he'd be walking around with like a pile of growing in. You just see this little poop that's just walking.
Is this like a goldfish bowl? This just
You just see this little poop running around.
That is so cool.
Oh.
See right there, that's an intentional visual effect shot. They're like, all right, he'll stand into a backlight and just the eye holes will be illuminated from behind. So now they do the reprise where he's like singing and tapping the wheel before. Now he does it again while invisible. Just show it. Open his goddamn mouth. So you want to see that shit getting chewed?
Like, how would you explain that?
Yeah. What's he gonna do? Call the cops on no one?
Yeah. I was raped by a ghost.
This isn't even a horror movie in terms of like that's a monster attacking someone. This is just a man giving into temptation.
Yeah.
God, they're f***ed up. That is f***ed up.
Ugh.
Why isn't Sebastian working on it himself? Once again, they don't fucking show it. Puts it down, grabs the thing. Fake one. Simple. There's this slide of the hand. They just did it all through thermal vision. I love how she has no idea until she looks at the thermal. It's just a minced dog in the cage. Popcorn?
Yeah?
You put them in for.
How long does it say?
2 minutes 30. It's 1,000 wattage.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, I think out of all the 3 movies, this one's the most set.
Yeah.
Where Deep Blue Sea sets are fantastic. Alien Resurrection is good, but like, you know, we've seen it before. Yeah, this is definitely Paul Verhoeven as well. It's like, what if he rips open the whole bag of blood and throws it around the room to see?
Multiple bags of blood.
Do a science like the lady in Deep Blue Sea. Man, this would not fly today.
What?
This is stupid on the spot science to get your ass out of there.
Like MacGyver.
Oh, the eye holes are still open on it. Oh, we're going up. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I felt that.
yeah. So what the is the fallout for these two? They just lie and be like, "Yeah, there was an accident. We're the only survivors."
They could.
You know, use in being like, "Yeah, we figured out the formula to go invisible. It didn't work, or it did work, but Kevin Bacon went crazy."
Because as you said, I feel like this one's fun, but the big thing that sells it is just like the visual effects are stunning and they're just brilliant.
See, this is just that weird reason why I have to rate this one better or higher than the third movie. The third movie, it's like, sure, there's a great movie in there.
Yeah.
That would have been the definitive Alien 3.
Yeah.
But that movie's such a nightmare mess of bullshit behind the scenes that even both cuts are frustrating. The theatrical cut has extra that I like.
Yeah.
But the director's cut has extra that I like.
But neither of them...
It's like, there has to be like a third cut I have to make to enjoy that movie as a whole.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, there's so much in the concept that probably would have been a better idea. Because that movie was like, they just kept getting people to come up with different concepts. Because turns out, when James Cameron makes the perfect sequel, you have no idea how to follow it up.
Well, that was a problem, because didn't they go through like multiple directors until David Fincher took it on?
Yeah.
And it's like had so many different rewrites to scripts, and it's like...
Well, different ideas. Like, one was going to be a wooden planet of monks, and there was going to be
That's
like
right.
a cornfield that the alien runs through, like Amish people. But the inside of the planet was going to be metal or whatever.
Yeah.
This movie, on the other hand, it is dumb and trashy, but it's competent in all aspects of that.
Yeah.
This was a fine, smooth production from start to finish. Even the director's cut's not like crazy, like different. It's just like a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the dumbest of the franchise, but like, you know, it's not a mess. It's competent.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Man, for 97, this has got such a great look about it.
Yeah, this is where they're starting to implement actual CGI.
Well, 97 was also Fifth Element, I think. And what's his name? Starship Troopers.
Oh,
97 was a killer year.
which was the best space movie that year? This or Starship Troopers?
Starship Troopers, hands down.
Man, this guy in the hair are just insane. At first you're like, them eyebrows. Then you see his fucking shoulders, and you're like, oh my god. It's like Shredder's shoulder blades as hair. I like this. This is a cool idea.
This is great. I actually really love this fucking
Laser whiskey.
freeze-dried whiskey.
This is how this movie's kind of fun, because it's kind of showing us a different side of the alien world in terms of... The first one's truckers in space, the second one's marines in space, the third one's...
Prisoners in space.
Yeah, prisoners in space. And this one is like the
Smugglers.
sleazy market. Like, it's like Star Wars with actual balls.
Yeah.
People kidnap humans as cargo and sell them. That being said, this franchise never gave us actual like Wayland Yutani. It was always just talked about. And I think by this
Yeah.
one they're not even in it.
No, this is like, what, 1,000 years later, or...
I think it was like 250 years.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, these things are gross. These are my favorite portrayal of eggs because they're so animated.
Yeah.
And by this point, they look them and the gremlin eggs look exactly the same. Yeah. The funny thing is, this movie, every movie, the alien, the eggs, everything kind of just looks different. By like, I guess it's just a different movie problem.
Yeah.
But Alien vs Predator, they actually continued over every single design from this movie. The aliens in this have a specific new ridge to their face.
Yeah.
Where it's like angled, and they continue that over into AVP. They just made them black. Although I don't know why they continued over the Ripley hybrid alien ridged head. Alien vs Predator was a prequel. They should look like robot bugs like the first one. Something about the xenomorph I don't like is it kind of dropped that over the years. Now it looks more fleshy and nonsense, where the HR Giga one definitely was mechanical. So this part where she walks away and throws the basketball behind her
Yeah.
and lands it in the hoop.
Yeah.
She practiced and practiced and practiced with a basketball coach.
Yeah.
They were just like, okay, let's just do a trick shot. Well, like, we'll do it in a wide.
Yeah.
You just throw the ball, and we'll have someone set up to throw it in.
Yeah.
They get on set, and Sigourney Weaver's like, I think I can do it. Like, nah, don't worry. She's like, just give me one shot. Like, fine. The shot she does it first go, swish. And then behind the scenes, they're like, they had to cut that shot immediately because Ron Perlman's face, he completely broke character. A swish looking behind you. In camera. No special effect.
Hell.
The other thing is, this is such a doomed movie from like the second the script's written, because no one would ever want to see a sequel to this.
No, and that's I think that's damn.
The only sexual shit in the movie, outside of alien face rape, that thing's covered in too much KY jelly.
Yeah, why is it so wet?
Is it sweaty? This is like going back to the Deep Blue Sea. Like, this is where it's great, because having a practical puppet, you can film all this and you can show it.
Yeah.
It's the most personality that these things have ever had.
Yeah.
And I don't think it even ruins what, like, their character.
No.
Even when the other ones kill it to sacrifice it so they can melt through the floor and it's like wheezing in pain, even that looks... That looked cool.
Now here's a fine item.
This is a really good show, man.
It's from the
He just said this is a really good show.
Yeah.
But they look bored.
Yeah. They're just watching the shopping channel. What the
Spaceship looks gross.
Yep. That's the that's...
Floor's wet. Why is it wet? I think this idea is dumb.
That breathing?
Yeah.
It's weird.
What is it? It's like a ring of keys, but they're different people's breaths.
Like, yeah, that's the other thing I just find dumb.
What a backstep from voice activation. Who cleans it? Yeah, she's got space boots. Her boots have to look futuristic. Something I find dumb is that they, in the making of, they're like, we tried to make Ripley's clothing kind of like replicate sort of a xenomorph pattern as like a visual representation that she's in. Not this costume. The costume she upgrades to has like the rigid like shoulder things on them.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's just a bit much. Yeah, so 200 years after Alien 3.
Yeah.
Which is 57 years after Alien 1.
Yeah.
I wonder how they determine which one's the bitch one. Wouldn't they just melt all the way through the bottom of the ship?
Oh, I'd lose it.
It's like a full dead alien. This ain't no facehugger knuckle.
It'd melt through several floors, but it wouldn't go. I don't think it'd go all the way through.
Christ, and they're worried about a bullet? Look at them fucking shoulders.
Oh my god.
Ew. Ew. Yuck.
Oh, why is he so hairy?
Man, this has kind of had such a paper-thin plot, like, up until now. All you know is that they brought them a cargo of people. They're dodgy. The military's dodgy. Ripley's a clone, and they're all wacky.
Yeah, that's
all you need to know up until now. And then I think that we have to clock another 40 minutes until the big reveal of Queen Alien now gives birth human style. Like that's all there is in between. Well, I guess the aliens can swim. I think this has to be like the first movie that introduces them walking like chickens. Because there's a dog one in the previous one, but that doesn't really mean anything.
yeah.
And Alien 2, it's people in costumes, so...
They're running on all fours.
And the very first one just had normal human feet. See? The costume.
Oh, right.
She's dressed like one now. So the other parallel with this and Jason X, where that movie has a second Earth, because the first one's covered in shit and blew up and died.
Yeah.
Which is what this Earth is?
Yeah.
So why don't it be like... I don't know why I'm telling them to be connected. Hey, movies from the 2000s and 90s.
Yeah.
Be connected, please. Yes, this is the one scene of the movie that's genuinely, like, serious.
Yeah.
And actually effective.
Yeah.
That's up. Sigourney Weaver's playing both as well.
Yeah.
And she's the one saying the famous "kill me" line, but it's like, it's not because she has one inside her, it's because she is one. Well, that being said, the other ones are the clones where they kind of morph together. But, like, she has a scar in her chest, so I wonder if there was a queen inside her that's a freak hybrid.
What, the one that's on the table?
Yeah, because there's a scar on his chest.
Yeah, right.
So what was taken out of it? Dude, facehuggers are like something that still like freaks me out if I'm like lying in bed at night trying to get to sleep. I just imagine one's under the bed. A facehugger is such a f***ed up idea. It's like this thing latches onto your face, but it actually like puts you to sleep, so you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So it f***s your face and you can't do anything about it, and you don't wake up until it's finished. Ugh. This guy looks like Christian Bale trying to play Steve Jobs. Oh, look at me, I invented the apple! I don't like animalistic Ripley. It's too stupid. I much prefer militarized, intelligent, quick-witted Ripley from Aliens. Here she's just an exposition weirdo, where in Aliens you're like, f yeah, what a good idea, I didn't think of that. One thing I do hate in this movie is when the thing finally goes to burst out of his chest and he like grabs the dude's head and sticks it over his chest and the thing bursts, not through his chest, but through the other dude's entire head. I don't like that, it's stupid. It's too stupid for me.
Yeah.
Imagine getting the tiniest bit of fucking thing in your eye and how they like prevent that. That does look cool.
Yeah.
See, there's another problem where the CGI model doesn't match the practical one.
Yeah.
Where you can tell the CGI artist's like, well, the thing's covered in so much KY jelly, so it has to be really shiny. But the CGI model is too reflective.
Yeah.
I don't know how that kills him.
It hurts.
But he's like, his whole body's gone limp now. Why?
Because he's gone into shock with pain.
Does that look like shock to you?
Oh, well, no, now he's reacting. I don't know. I don't know, I just work here.
Why is he crippled all of a sudden? Why can't he just shake the hand off?
I don't know. Maybe because the acid's like melting through his face.
How does that affect his limbs? Because then he does this. He hasn't got loss of arm function.
No, maybe he's just dying.
Dying from what?
That.
He does not look like he's dying.
I don't know, Daniel. I just...
What is Ron Perlman even doing? How does that help?
There's so much smoke. I think it's oxygen. Regulator is broken.
There are so many potheads on the ship that didn't get the memo to evacuate because they didn't hear it. Like, hey man, where is everyone, man? These dragons running around.
There's dragons. Yeah, this is dumb.
Because it's like he has super strength for a little bit. Like he would definitely die by this point.
Yeah, he should be dead.
This is so bad.
Yeah.
I told you. At first everything was normal. The queen laid her eggs, but then she started to change. She added a second.
The first 3/4 of everything he just said was not the dialogue.
No.
He's giving off exposition while she's asleep.
Yeah.
That's purely for the audience. See, this thing I can't be like, this is the dumbest thing you've ever introduced into Alien. It looks stupid. To me, it's like, no, this is contained within this movie. It's fine in this movie, and I never want anything from this movie to be in another movie.
What's this?
The newborn.
Oh, yeah.
So, this wide shot,
Yeah.
this one, originally it had a dick.
Oh, really?
They actually had a dick on the animatronic, and in post, they're like, oh, I think the dick is just way too much. Because they had to digitally remove the rig behind it anyway.
Yeah.
To show it walking, which looked like shit.
But the fact that they made it.
Yeah, so this could have had a dick shot in it, and I don't think Deep Blue Sea has any dick shot in it. So therefore, Hollow Man wins with all the penis. Because they digitally added a dick. This part gets a bit too Looney Tunes with the
Yeah,
skull,
this is ridiculous.
the skull at the end.
Yeah, this is so...
It's like
What?
It's like Jaws 3. Is the vacuum of space this hectic?
Don't think so. I don't know.
Or it'd be like a vacuum cleaner. Like that's good.
Yeah.
But then it gets to the face and it's like, what are you? Yeah, now it's just that's too much. Muscle isn't gonna cleanly rip off of a skull.
No. Well, that was it. That was... Yeah. Cool.
I think Deep Blue Sea is a better movie.
I agree.
I think in the scale of these 3 movies, this one will probably have to be third because it is a sequel to a franchise.
Yeah.
And it's literally the franchise's like last legs before they had to do something stupid to change it up.
Yeah.
Like having it fight Predator.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button, comment, and share. And I'll see you at the next movie night.